Hey you, before the video starts, consider dropping a like, a comment, and maybe consider subscribing. This really does help the channel grow. On to the video. Hey guys, it's Main here, backing up with another account review. I realized my webcam's not on. Hello, it's me. We're backing up with another account review. This one being done live on stream, as you can obviously see. We're trying to get through a lot of accounts, and as a quick reminder, sorry about that little hair flip. If you are on the list for your accounts to be reviewed, I am kind of switching away from efficiency. As I mentioned, the video on Friday 4/11, the Idleon efficiency just doesn't have the same level of tools, doesn't have a lot of resources compared to Toolbox for me to really gauge your account. So if you are on this list, if you don't have any, oh yeah, hold on, I need to check this guy to see if he's updated or not. But if you're on this list and you have efficiency, send over a Toolbox link, either DM me, put it in Idleon chat or something so I can go and look at it. Vink still from February, go update it if you're watching this, by the way, so that I can go through and actually review your account. I just find Toolbox to be a lot more efficient than efficiency. It just has a lot more options. I mean, look at this dashboard. Look at this dashboard, right? Compared to, or this dashboard, right? Giving you all like notifications, how many bosses you can farm per day, what your shiny pet levels are. You can also configure your alerts and stuff. You can, see when your Equinox bar is full. You can see if the owl, how long it's going to take for your next mega feather, if your restart's available, when party dungeon, happy hour, what your multi is on your statues. You can actually see the whole. You can actually see the whole progress. Versus here, there's no whole progress. And look at this dashboard. It's got nothing. Anyways, all that to say is if you're on that list, please send me your Toolbox link and I'll review it. Anyways, on to the Great Beret. Enough yapping and talking. Let's just look at the Great Beret's account, see where you are in the game. Obviously, I believe you're pretty end game. I see statues at 25 minimum. Or sorry, 24 minimum, 26 on some of the statues. Not quite a Dragon Warrior statue, but you're a 200 villager, which tells me, sorry, hiccups and panic attack here. I can see that you're pretty endgame, and I think your main focus obviously should be pushing the hole, gathering as much villager EXP as you can, trying to get the Dragon Warrior statue. I think the best thing for you to do is honestly try to grind out villager statue, get this to like 250. With the reduction of drop rate of this statue at the Gloomy Cavern, you should be able to get a ton of multi-kill to be able to farm the statue a lot better than pre Cavern 11 through 15 update, because it's no longer 1 in 100,000 from what the previous Dragon Warrior statue is. It's now 1 in 10,000 for the villager statue, which means it's a lot easier to gather. So getting higher levels of this is actually pretty good, and it's a multiplicative increase to villager EXP, so it's really, really good. So with that being said, obviously try to do that and focus a lot of your attention on trying to scale villager EXP through bravery, through justice, through wisdom, and yeah, and if you have the collectible for Monument AFK game, which you don't have yet, you should definitely try to get your collectibles up and running to get the Minecraft gem, because this is really good for Monument AFK game. But there's also obviously like Verdant Thorns is really good. Villager EXP, or sorry, Villager Study Rate for Belai is really good. But obviously the Villager EXP collectibles give you it's like a multiplicative increase to villager EXP, so trying to get those are going to help push the hole as well. If you are, I believe you're a free-to-play player, if I'm not mistaken. I could be making that up, but you may still need the Samurai Guardian, so good luck trying to get that, but that's a big increase to villager EXP. One of the new pet companions version 2. But yeah, those could be, I'm just naming off different sources of villager EXP, but definitely for someone who's not looking at trying to get Samurai Guardian, probably considering doing Justice. You have a 16% chance for an Opal here. So obviously whenever you see an Opal, I would collect it no matter what your reward multi is at this point, because you kind of need it. You're also at 24k hours in Justice. How come you don't have any Justice bonus multi? Do you, what? Unlucky or just bad, I guess. I won't judge you based off what just happened on stream, but definitely a little unlucky. I think you need to consult the spreadsheet for Justice a little bit more. Well, I say spreadsheet, I don't know if it's been updated for least was it Corndag's spreadsheet for justice hasn't been updated. I haven't checked it in a while, so I don't know if it's been updated, but if the spreadsheet's been updated, look at the main Discord, not my Discord, but the main Idleon Discord. There should be resources for justice available that you can look at, judge, and kind of help you, guide you through to get you better results from justice, because getting justice multi is pretty huge for your villager exp. Obviously it's going to multiply the villager exp you get, and it's going to take the 432 hours for explorer to go down to like 200, 300 or something like that. You're not at explorer 29 yet, or engineer 29, I swear. So you are missing a few things. Most notably, you're missing the schematics for Advanced Collection, Noob Gambit, Sanctum EXP. Obviously, you're not at Sanctum yet, but you are missing some of the stuff, the access to get some of the stuff. The more schematics you have unlocked, the more EXP it's going to give you. Don't forget that now that the hole's been out for a little bit, the infinite resources upgrade from the lamp actually now impacts the jars. So I would recommend spending most of your wishes on infinite resources and to scale the jar production value to get you more rupees from it. The more rupees you have, the more increased chance of collectibles you have. Also, you'll be able to collect some of the stuff and scale some of the measure bonuses, because some of the measure bonuses scale off of the rupee values you have. And this is only level 12. Get this up a lot more. You can see your rupee value start scaling a way faster. And with more rupee value, you can obviously start unlocking some of the schematics, and that increases the EXP that your characters will be getting. So yeah, so get measurer to 15 is my first recommendation, and then get engineer to 29, and then get explorer to 15 is probably your first big thing to do. Since you have 180 opals, another thing you could consider doing is starting to split the opals. There's another new meta method for opal distribution. It's no longer when you're in the end game, when you're early game, put all the opals in one. But if you have like hundreds of opals like you do, you're at 180 right now, what you can do is you can split opals. So I recommend putting 25 into each of the villagers and then putting the rest into one villager. This 25, the reason this is good is because one of these conjurer upgrades, this used to be only 4%. He doubled the amount of EXP that this did, so this actually does give a pretty sizable increase. Right now this character only has 25 opals in it, but it's giving me 6.2 billion EXP. Obviously I have a lot more villager EXP sources than you do, but this is still a good method for helping level up your villagers, and obviously the one that has all the opals, or the rest of the opals, still gets a decent increase in villager EXP as well. Also, I'm not really looking at the main screen, but here's kind of what that looks like. So 55 billion for Beliax, that's where most of my opals are, and then 6.2 billion for everything else. And this kind of helps me prep for the future updates when you're at this stage, but it could help you as well. Kind of considering how much villager EXP you have now, it may be worth considering doing, because you have so many villagers you need to upgrade and catch up right now. You could benefit from conjure, you could benefit from engineer, you could benefit from measure, you definitely can benefit from Belia, and you need to get to Cavern 15 for explorer. So consider doing that. But yeah, when you do the reset, if you want to put like 20 opals in each of the guys instead of 25, that's completely fine. I would probably put 20 into explorer, 20 into engineer, 20 into measurer, 20 into Belia, and the rest into Cosmo, so you can get more pips, more points to invest into, and you can start getting things like Economics bar fill rate, or you can get the rest of the upgrades here. Obviously the 4 pips here you need, the more strings, the more wishes, the more rupees, all this stuff you can kind of max out if you were to do that. So maybe consider doing that. Let's go back to World 1 real quick. Let's look at your anvil and stuff. Can't see your points, but I hope you got all your points. If you haven't gotten all your points, that's the kick in the ass. You need to get your points done. Lucky on the no stamp left behind, I see. Yeah, 1 arcade stamp. Oh, my hair is going crazy. So in terms of stamps, I think the only thing I would probably consider getting up is ladle stamp. Just like sheer just looking at it, what needs to get up is ladle stamp. You have a pretty decent amount of capacity on your Ruby Beret character, especially with the new bags that were introduced with the anniversary update. You can definitely get this stamp up even with a 30 cost reduction. This just gives you more cooking efficiency. Ladles are still important. I mean, there's a 110 meal level cap, so getting more ladles is still really good. Also, I believe ladles are needed for the Cavern resource stamp, if I'm not mistaken. So you need more ladles anyways, and so there's always a use for ladles pretty much in any stage of the game. I still use ladles, and I'm not at 110 meals on every single plate, so I still have a use for ladles. So consider getting this up, getting some more base cooking efficiency, starting to scale that and get more ladle generation on your characters. Also, it's something you can realistically... No, that's crazy to say. It's possible to green stack ladles. It's been a meme for a while, but it's possible. So if you want to consider doing that, do that. You can also upgrade some of the catching resources, or sorry, the skill resource bags to increase your carrying capacity as well, to help you with the other stamps, kind of level those up. Just something for you to consider. Owl, just do it. You're missing like 30% drop rate here with all the increases to drop rate that we now have available. Obviously, the Siegebreaker elite class for drop rate for plunderous kills, that's a multiplier to drop rate, so you're not actually getting up to 70% drop rate, you're getting like 1.2 times, so like 84% drop rate. If you have the duck melee, that's another 1.3x damage drop rate multiplier. If you have the pack for drop rate, that's also another multiplier. So every like 1% drop rate you get is not truly 1% drop rate. If you have those resources, it's like closer to 2%. And if you have 10%, it's closer to 20% or something like that. So maybe consider doing some more mega feather. Actually, don't consider, do the mega feathers, because 12 is pretty pitiful, especially now, especially because you have the Gambit Cavern that scales the resources you get from the clickers, makes getting mega feather 17, hell, even 16, maybe even 17, a lot easier than it was before. Not bad. Not bad. How's the good old Prince? 100 billion on the copper ore. It's pretty good. 276 red salts. Pretty good. Hey, all this is pretty good. Economic symbol's only 19, so I imagine your endless summoning kind of sucks. So, so for you, got a doubler. I see you're pumped everything into essence generation, which is completely fine. Yep, it's a good one. Yep. Good. Okay, you're just focusing on essence generation, which is completely fine. But yeah, make sure... I would probably spend like 3 days on essence generation, obviously trying to collect as much essence as you can and upgrading. Honestly, I wouldn't necessarily focus on I mean, for like the first day, I would put all of your points back into essence generation to make things generate faster. But you're going to get more essence generation, not from sitting on the doublers for essence generation, but actually pushing damage and pushing higher endless summoning waves. So I would take the time that you're on essence doublers, take like 3 days, stay on the essence doublers, and then do a doubler reset and just focus on damage to help you push endless summoning, because getting more endless summoning levels increases the amount of essence generation you have. Obviously, for every battle you've won across all colors helps scale white essence generation, and I believe some of the others as well. Summoning level right here, and for green circuit wins, so on and so forth. But the main one obviously is infinite essence. For every endless summoning victory you have, you get more essence generation, also more damage, more HP. This stuff scales with endless summoning wave wins, so the more endless summoning you have done, the more essence generation you get, the more damage you've got, you will get, the more HP you will get. So you don't want to stay on doublers for too long. You do want to eventually reset, go back onto damage, and try pushing again to see if you get higher success in endless summoning. So focus on doubling the damage ones, specifically the cyan infinite damage, the damage laundering, I hesitate for units of destruction because I don't know if it's in a different bucket or not. Even the red one, I hesitate. Seeing red is definitely a good one. mana dividends from essence generation. Brutal units is really good. It's a fantastic multiplier. Final card, fantastic one. Beefier units, mana rar is really good. Sharpened spikes is really good. Stronger units is really good. Powerful units is really good. Unit damage is really good. The mana generation here is really good. Starting mana for real is a fantastic one as well, because it helps you get more starting mana, which gives you the 15% mana generation to start off. It's really good. It pushes you over a threshold for even more mana to help you get more mana generation. So it's just really, really good. Yeah, all the mana generation ones, all the damage ones you can, the sharpened spikes, final card. Now, I am not an advocate for maxing out jeweled cards because I think this is bad, but you do you, up to you. But just mana generation, damage, that's all I recommend. I don't even recommend HP because realistically, the faster your Sparkies die, the better. So yeah. Yeah, and you're at glass cannon, so damage is really all you need. But once you do this, it should start to get a little bit easier up until you get to the next glass cannon, which is this one. And this one is a really big one to hit because this actually does give you +2 Equinox max levels, which means you get more Equinox symbols, which is the whole genesis of me talking about endless summoning, because you only had 19 out of 21 on Equinox symbols. But yeah, the more Equinox max levels you get, the more focus you can put on Equinox symbols, because this is the best upgrade. Hands down. I think I've come to the determination that this is better than Liquid Vestment. Call me crazy, but I think Equinox Symbols is just better. Same thing I talk about in most other reviews is get your shrines up to 200. You have everything except Summer Reading up to 200. I ignore Primordial Shrine because only a psycho... Actually, you may want to consider being a psychopath, actually. I think with 30,000 candies, 30,000 guaranteed hours of candy, I think you can expend those and up your Primordial Shrine to 200. The reason I say that is because obviously it gives you more build rate and it gives you more refinery speed. And yeah, so in your instance, I would advocate for psychopathy. All right. And I hope that's your DB. Great Berets. All right. I see ladle under 5k, under 10k. I say use ladle. So if you're active DB, that's completely fine. If you are not, stick him in cooking. Oh, that's also good. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. It seems like this man has forgotten. Okay, so a few things have changed since you probably last played Idleon. But in the second iteration of the Vault upgrade, there was this increase to cooking EXP. You see my 15,000%. What this allows is scaling for balloons to actually be good again. So the reason I'm bringing this up is because I see some of your characters are level 1, level 11, level 50, level 50, level 50, level 92, level 50, level 50, level 50. You need to spend whatever green balloons you have into cooking, because see my EXP going up? I'm level 107 in cooking. And now I'm level 108 in cooking. And now I'm level 109 in cooking. And now I'm level 110 in cooking. Look, it's that easy. I just gained 3 levels in cooking, or 4 levels, whatever. Point is, use your balloons in cooking, especially now. Try to pump whatever points you have. You don't even need to get to that much cooking EXP to actually be like good at all in cooking to get levels. Getting it to 75 is at least something you want to do, and I think that's realistically very obtainable for a lot of people. If you're like super early game, like entering World 4, getting to like World 5, if you have the cooking EXP from the Vault upgraded, maybe getting to 50 with balloons is possible. But I think for you, Grey Beret, I think this is very easily obtainable. The more skill levels you have not only helps you with the rift and skill mastery for getting you more like what is it, printer output, more skill efficiency, more skill exp, but it also helps you with bravery. More often overlooked is what the measurer actually scales. If you look at the measurer, the all skill level is the multiplier for how bravery sword damage starts scaling, as well as one other thing, the monument AFK gain you get here from these rubies. So the more skill levels you have, the higher this multiplier scales. So the more cooking levels you have, the more bravery damage you get, which means you can push further. And talking about the earlier part of this video, villager exp, you can get more rounds and bravery done. Every time Main does a review, he has to sacrifice a few hundred balloons to show this. It's always good to point it out. Also, it helps me get another few levels so I get more bravery sword damage, you know? Slab. So this hat you can now get in the dungeons. Make sure to upgrade your equipment in like the dungeon shop. I don't even want to TP there to actually show you, but when you like go buy like the drop rate for vouchers and stuff, you can actually go and buy the upgrade now that Deathbringer is out to be able to get the Crow Perch. It's one of the hats that drops when you're inside a party dungeon. It's like the legendary equipment. So now this can drop, so it's obtainable. It's party dungeon exclusive, so you have to be in the party dungeon to get it. But that being said, notwithstanding, you have a lot of slab here that's very easily obtainable. Like for example, Dementia body armor, Void armor, Member hoodie, Damascus plates, Evergreen wraps, Elegantine robes, Luster chestplate, Diabolical chestplate, Dementia shins, Cheesewar scale leggings, Luster scales. Like these boots right here, you have the Sanic ring. You just need to equip the star sign for this. Go on Bubo for 5 seconds. You should be able to get that. The King of Food obviously is a little more grindy, takes a little bit more time, but that's something you could do. Some of these tokens from World 2 are relatively easy to get. These bags are pretty craftable. Just getting in party dungeon and doing party dungeon should net you these. And again, you have some helmets here to do. You have a lot of slab that you can do. So I would recommend doing slab because you have a lot to gain from it. Oh, wow. Okay. I think you need to do a passive farming. I think I've talked ad nauseum about farming and how good it is. What? You need to do farming? I think I got debated. This is you like after reset. Never mind. I mean, your farming's not bad actually. I mean, that's decently far into glassy crops. I think honestly, like getting into like the 190s to 200s crops is really, really good. Pushing further beyond that is completely personal preference, completely up to you. It seems like you've watched the video regarding the land rank point distribution, so you're doing really well there. Have you done any Deathbringer grinding, or is this bugged? I don't know. This could be bugged because there's no way this is level 1, right? Deathbringer has an upgrade in the Grimoire. I want to see if you have it. Yeah, you do have it. So surely that's bugged, right? Surely. So for it just to be level 1 is a little concerning. Either it's a toolbox error or you haven't upgraded it past level 1. But if you're struggling for sneaking, that land rank upgrade for sneaking per farming level is really, really good. This one right here, Seed of Stealth, this scales really hard, really fast for land ranks. So definitely up this if you haven't already. Considering you're at least at Mastery 2, you're at Mastery 3, I would honestly take a bunch of meteorites and go farm. Literally any floor you have a 0% detection in, and just try to get these. You're pretty far into sneaking. It is, at this point, because you have the opportunity to do double meteorites, it should be easy. to get pristine charms. Now, as to whether you'll get a non-duplicate, completely completely RNG. But this is less of a pain now because of how much item find chance we have in sneaking. And the fact is, I see you probably need to farm out some gemstones. This could be worth doing for you right now, is trying to grind up pristine charms on some of the lower floors you have 0% detection on. Mastery 2 if you can, if not Mastery 1 is completely fine. But while you're on the gemstone grind, trying to get pristine charms as well is something you can aim for. But yeah, double meteorite. You're on the right grind right now. Just obviously takes a lot of time, but it is feasible to do. Okay, not all the characters you have here are at the 17 talent levels. You see some of them are, or at least your Bubo is only 15.86, so make sure to link to Goat God on Bubo, and just go in lab and, you know, do the talent grinding, because you need a little bit more divinity levels, or you can also use some atoms on Big P. Up to you. I would consider getting Big P up to like 6k, to be completely honest with you. Yeah, I think the other big grind for alchemy that you may want to consider doing is getting your bubbles up to 1500. 1500 right now is a good break point, because that's when bubbles stop getting hit by no bubble left behind. So I would focus on the ones that are easy resource costs. Consider hourly clicking, or sorry, not hourly clicking, candy clicking on some of these bubbles to get them up to 1500 to push them past that no bubble left behind range. So some of the more annoying ones get hit instead, to help you level up and flesh out your alchemy. So the stuff that costs, like the production materials, for example, salts, for example, the bit ones need to get hit by no bubble left behind. Some of the hard sailing resources, sailing resources, I guess. Some of the harder materials, such as OJ juice for slabby strength, those ones you kind of want to get hit by no bubble left behind. Or if you can adamant, consider atoming it as well. If I were in your position, I would consider probably putting some points into level up gift, into big game hunter, into some of the talents as well, to help you with the elite class talents, with your V-Man as well, so you can help that. Oh, Lava added a note, it doesn't affect master class. That's good to know. But yeah, overall, I mean, not bad bubble levels. I mean, you have like 4k in the base stat bubbles. You have 4k, almost like 5k into the second bubble, the multiplier ones to help you out as well. Overall, not bad. Sigils are maxed. Oh yeah, the mega fish as well. I mean, same thing as the owl with the mega feathers. Getting to like 7 mega fish shouldn't be too daunting. Yeah, I think just for the clickers, obviously just spending some time every day, at least like once a day, just trying to go and reset, and just kind of paying more attention to the clickers, because you're missing like 15% AFK gain here if you were to be at like 10 mega fish, for example. So it's definitely worth your time doing. You don't even have some of the shiny fish here, so you're, even if you were doing this extremely AFK, you're doing it very inefficiently, because you're missing like 10 million X multi from missing these shiny fishes right here. So yeah, consider go doing your clickers, because you can still gain a lot from them. I think we touched just about everything on your account. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have much else to say. Oh, there's a breedability section now. Hell yeah. Okay. So you got all the shiny pets, almost all the shiny pets to 11. Or sorry, to 10. So that's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think I would just prep breeding. I'm operating under the assumption that the next master class is the upgrade to Beastmaster, because if it was Siegebreaker, that's kind of shameful. I feel like Beastmaster needs a little bit of love, and that's the next master class to come. I don't believe it's going to be Bubo or ES, just based off the fact that there is a new item added to Slab called the Evergreen Robes, which makes it seem like it's probably an asset for a paid pack that's going to come at the advent of the new master class. And the only other source of Evergreen item we have in the game is one of the class-specific armor sets. I think I could be capping. Yeah, Evergreen wraps. These are archer specific, so if it's Evergreen Robes, logic dictates it's probably going to be an archer masterclass. And if it's an archer masterclass, I'm willing to wager it's going to be Beastmaster. So if Beastmaster, I would rate it like 70%. 80% probability it's a Beastmaster masterclass over Siegebreaker, and I'm willing to say 99 to 1 odds that it's going to be an archer over a mage class. So that being said, if it's going to be Beastmaster as the next masterclass, I would consider trying to up the sources of shiny pet rate as you can, because if this masterclass is going to be anything like Deathbringer, you're going to be needing to be very active in it, and if you're very active in it, then shiny pet farming is going to be an absolute must, and it's going to be something good to do. And honestly, it would make being active on that masterclass so much better over Deathbringer, because there's no permanent account bonus active portion for Deathbringer as there would be for masterclass for Beastmaster. If you're active on this new Beastmaster masterclass, you also progress your shiny pet levels, and you would also progress that new masterclass mechanic. So it's kind of a double whammy of account progression is doing that. So consider getting this leveled up a lot more. Consider your lamp wish for shiny pet and breedability to be up a lot more, just to prepare for the new master class. Because if you do spend a lot more active time on that class, as I imagine you probably are going to be, it would be worth your time to up those sources of shiny pets, so you can start grinding those out to be better for your account, because you can get some multi-kill, you can get some drop rate, you can get some skill efficiency, some base critters, some all stat, bunch of stuff you can get from shiny pets. So while you're on the Beastmaster masterclass grind, it's worth your time to get those sources up to, make that grind a little bit more palatable for you, if that's something you want to do. So I'll go ahead and stop the review there. I got a bunch of endgame min-maxy little things to point out here and there, but I think you're on the right track. Obviously your endgame, there's not much to say besides those little min-maxy things. We didn't even talk about vials, but definitely probably like salts and some level 4 vials that you need to get, and I guess if you're willing to do the bar grind to 13, that's something you can do as well. So I will I'll go and stop the review there. Tim Tran, if that was your account, then thanks for the account. Really good endgame account. Things just kind of focusing, maybe doing some candy clicking, using some of your candies because you have 30k hours worth of it, doing some shrine farming in addition to the candy clicking as well, but also trying to focus on whole and get more village exp where you can is probably the main focus of your account, and obviously doing some clickers if you can. So I'll go and stop there. Thank you, Tim Trent, for the account. Thank you, Grey Beret. Have a great day. I'll see you guys in the next video, YouTube. Bye-bye. Hey there guys, it's Main here. I just wanted to say deeply thank you to everyone who does support me over on YouTube and or Twitch. It really does help motivate me to continue making more videos. If you would like to become a channel member just starting at $1 a month, please check the description below. Have a great day.